Hey, calling all intellectual babes, the no niche girlies, multi-hyphenates, people with multiple passions, child, the ones that just do too much. This is for you. Hey, it's Jazz, and I'm a former professional athlete, basketball and dance, a writer, novelist, a filmmaker, a new business owner, and I will continue, but don't YouTube got a time limit? Basically, I'm the friend that everyone is constantly asking, how do you stay so disciplined? How do you go from idea to execution? Dang, you do that too? One, yes, I do. And two, I'm using this series to spill all my secrets on productivity and discipline. So, welcome to Renaissance Woman University. You might want to take notes. Wow. Not just any tea, honey. Jasmine tea. You know what I mean? Okay, so first, let me be clear about what this series is and what it is not. This is not hustle culture. It's also not wake up at 2 a.m. and stay up until 12 a.m. I like my sleep. And it's absolutely not about rigid routines that make you feel bad if you happen to miss a day. This series is about building structure and sustainable systems for people with multiple talents that you can steward over all of the gifts that God gave you properly without burnout. So we're gonna build out your 2026 curriculum starting with Q1. Now I know that it's not the top of the year, okay, but your girl had to take a little breaky break in January, so just get in where you fit in. Like I said, this is the Q1 curriculum, but through the rest of the series, I will be coming back to have office hours, which are videos sprinkled in that will give deep dives on productivity and creativity and discipline hacks, case studies on modern day Renaissance women and how they are able to successfully kill it in multiple lanes, and mindset shifts to help you make sense of all of your passions. I'll also have short formed bite-sized versions of these videos on my short form platforms, so make sure to follow me over there. And let's get to it. I'm not playing, y'all. Classes in session. Okay, first, the problem. The issue with Renaissance women is that it's usually not a matter of having too many passions or too much ambition or even a lack of focus. It's usually having a lack of structure that fits your personal life, not your favorite influencers. And if you are an intellectual babe like me or want to become one, then you enjoy learning new things constantly and you also enjoy structuring your life. But if you're a multi-hyphenate like me, then you might be like, structure. How do I do that? But that's where I come in to help. Oh, also, if anyone has ever told you to niche down, send them this video and then tell them to kick rock. Scram, buddy. Sayonara. You're out here. Pack up your things and get out. If I hear Pim, I don't want to hear it anymore. I don't want to hear it. All right, now let's build out your 2026 curriculum. But we are breaking it up into quarters, okay? Because the last thing we need is to fill your already busy brain with 12 months of planning. January to March. That's it. Think of this as like your syllabus week, and we're about to break down this quarter's course load, okay? Now we have 3 main classes. Here's what they are. Class number 1, your required study. Structure. The focus here is systems over motivation. Renaissance women do not wait to feel like doing it. They build systems and structure that allows them to do it even when they're not motivated. I am not motivated to do the things that I do every time, but I still get it done because I built a life that contains systems that work for me even when I don't want to. So this class answers questions like, how do I organize my days, my weeks, and my different seasons so that my talents don't start competing with each other? Because if you don't, what ends up happening is you end up wanting to be a writer, an entrepreneur, a gym babe, and a chef all before noon. The talents ain't going nowhere, babe. Relax. The assignment for this class is to build one key structure, one that supports your real life, not your favorite influencer's life. Structure for a single mother of 4 is going to look very different than for a college athlete who's a teenager and doesn't have any kids. You know what I'm saying? Here are 2 examples of how to structure your life considering all of your passions. 1, my ultimate favorite, compartmentalize. Stop trying to do everything every day. For example, let's just say that you're a writer, you're a pianist, and you're also a chef. Try setting aside specific days for specific things. Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays are for writing. Tuesdays and Thursdays are for trying out new chef recipes or making cooking content. And weekends are for piano lessons. Boom, that's it. This kind of bleeds into the next way that you can use structure, which is to personalize your structure. Who cares if Jessica writes every single day if you're not an every single day kind of writer? You might just be like, actually, I just work better on Saturday mornings. And I can block out a 4-hour chunk from 10 a.m. to 10, 11, 12, 1. I'm a creative, not a mathematician. Relax. Not too much on me, not too much. I'm just a girl. Let's just say you want to block out a 4-hour time block from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. And you're like, I can get so much writing done in that 4-hour block. You do not have to do it every single day because your brain just might not work like that. And that's okay. You guys are both getting the same amount of work done, just at different times. Just because some random girl on the internet gets up at 5 a.m. and goes to the gym like a psycho Doesn't mean you gotta do that. You might be a nighttime girly, and it might actually work better for your brain, for your body, for your overall lifestyle. Issues that we try to copy and paste other people's structures and then try to fit them to ourselves. That's not what Renaissance women do, honey. Class number 2. Class number 2 is your major elective: energy allocation. It is very important to understand how to allocate your energy, because everything can matter, but not everything can lead. So this class should be able to answer questions like, I have so many passions and interests, but which one gets my attention right now? Let me tell you a little secret. Come here. No, come closer. It's okay. You're allowed to have seasons. Let me drink up for this one. I need something a little stronger for that. This course is designed to help you find your major and your minor, just like a real university. Here are some core concepts to understand in this class. Understanding your primary lane versus your secondary lane versus your dormant lane. Because yes, sometimes you can just put a skill to rest just for that season. And yes, if you're watching this, I think you should actually be taking notes. Write it down on your notes, bring out a journal and actually write down, brainstorm. What are things that I can use in my primary lane? What are secondary talents and gifts? And what are some things that, even though I'm great at it, I don't have to do it right now? Let her go to sleep, take a little nappy nap, and then, wake her up during the summer or something like that. You know what I'm saying? It should also help you understand seasons of emphasis, not abandonment. Just because something isn't the focus right now doesn't mean that you've abandoned it. I'll give you a perfect example. I am a writer. I'm a novelist and I'm a screenwriter. All of 2025, my God, even though it pained me to my core, I did not write a single script because I had deadlines to focus on for my novel, and I had to make sure that I was giving all of my energy to that thing because that was more urgent in that time. Does that mean that I'm no longer a screenwriter or a filmmaker? No, it means that I'm a screenwriter and filmmaker who had a season of focusing on her novel. That's it. Also, just because you can do everything doesn't mean you should. And that's biblical, honey. This ain't church, but I don't know. The assignment is write down your primary, secondary, and dormant lanes. So it can help you stop feeling scattered. It can help you prioritize what's urgent in the moment. And it can also help you not to feel guilty for putting something down for a season. All right, now class number 3. This is your capstone lab. Launch, don't linger. So just like a med student, when they're done with all their courses, they get in the field, they're doing hands-on learning with real doctors in real hospitals. This is that. Class 3 is where you actually make things move. It's no longer just a wish or an idea or a plan in your head. You need to execute. The longer you linger, the less likely you are to actually do it. That book idea you had 5 years ago, yeah, it's time to dust off that Microsoft Word, Bookie. It's time. What I find interesting is that a lot of Renaissance women don't necessarily struggle with discipline. We struggle with over planning and underdoing. We wait for the perfect routine, the perfect setup, the perfect circumstances, and then don't do anything. This is where, hey, be quiet, I'm trying to do a thing. Sorry. Like I said earlier, this is where systems beat motivation. The best thing to do here is to take small, repeatable steps that are tangible, that are sustainable, something that you can actually do, and then do that thing every single day. The tree is going to eventually fall if you hit it in the same spot every day. I usually think about things in terms of athleticism and sports because that's my background. Just like an athlete trains, you don't train at 100% every single day for the entire year. You will burn out. You go hard in short stints. You do the same thing every day. By the time it's your first game, you end up with the win. But the key point here is showing up. You've been reading all the books, honey. You read all the self-help books, the blogs, the vlogs. Hey, shut up, I'm doing a thing. You're reading all the books, honey, all the self-help books, huh? We get it, get in the field. When are you going to do it? The issue is that we create these plans and then the plan doesn't include action steps. So now there's a huge gap between ideation and execution. A helpful tip here is to pick a goal and then reverse engineer that goal. If the goal is to write a 30-page script by the end of the month, there's 30 days in a month. My goal is to write 1 page every single day. And then by the time you look up by the end of the month, you'll have a fully finished script. Stop overthinking, start moving. And y'all, that's it. Those are the 3 courses for this quarter's curriculum. And I know you did not write all of that down, so you might as well just save this video so you can come back to it later. Just a quick recap: structure, prioritization, execution. When all those things work in tandem together, flawless. Perfect recipe for a Renaissance woman. Stay tuned for my next office hour videos, case studies, reflections, other tips on how to maximize your passions when you have so many, because the intellectual, multi-passionate girlies are not being left behind this year. We are leading the pack and we're not doing a bunch of random nonsense here and there. All of our gifts are going to flow together and it's going to make sense. Okay. Let me know in the comments which course you think you might need the most, and also any ideas or suggestions on what you might like to see in upcoming office hour videos. And if you've decided to enroll for the semester, subscribe. Then go ahead and click that button. Again, my name is Jazz, and outside of Renaissance Women University, I discuss all things faith, film, fitness, and all that jazz. You know what I mean? Until next time, for the Renaissance Women's with multiple passions, do not stay in your lane, honey. Slay it. Welcome to Renaissance Women University, Quarter 1. Did you take those notes? Delectable.